Hello everyone. In the previous video, we have seen how inline functions works in Kotlin. So if you haven't watched that video, please click on this I button here. Now in this video, we'll see how Kotlin extension functions works. So let's get started. According to the definition, Kotlin extension function provides a facility to add methods to a class without inheriting a class or without using any type of design pattern. The created extension function are used as a regular function inside that class. So basically it's a very useful technique to call any custom method in any inbuilt classes of Kotlin. So let's check this out by understanding a simple demo. Let's create one class here. I'll name it as code. In this class, I'll have one variable as let's say channel name. This will be of string type and it will be a nullable. Let's create one method of named as printed to basically print this channel name. So now whatever will be the channel name here will got easily printed here if we are calling this printed method of code class. This is our code class. If you are not getting why we have created this, please watch this video till the end. I'll tell you why we have created this code class. Now in the main function, let's create some objects of this code class. Val code1, this will be our first object of code class, and let's try to insert some value in the channel name. So I'm inserting it as code width, and let's try to print this channel name by using this printed method. So can you guess the output? Let's try and check it out. Okay, I think we have got an output. Yeah, so this is the output as, so we have got this output as code width that simply we have inserted in this channel name string. Now let's create one more object of this code class. This object will be as code2. Now in this code2 channel name, we are inserting it as Yash. Okay, so if we'll print it now, this will print code width and in the second line Yash. So that is okay. But now let's suppose if I'm having any requirement as we need to add these two strings by using a code class itself. But as we can see in the code class, we are having just one method, and that is print it. And also let's suppose that this code class is the read-only class, that we cannot edit this code class. Now in this case, what we'll do, because we can't edit this code class and we also want the add feature because we want to add these two strings of code class. So in these type of scenario, extension functions are very useful because we can simply use this class name and we can add any method into this, like addition, multiplication, or any other type of method. We can simply add this. We can simply add any external method to an inbuilt classes. So that is why it is known as an extension function, because we are adding any external method into the inbuilt class. So let's check it out how to create one extension function. So first I'll just try to add these two strings, code3 and this code1 dot add code2. But this add will not work because in the code class we do not have any add method here. And let's also try to print this by using our printed method. Now as we can see, add is not working here because this code class do not have any add method. So how can we insert this add method in this read-only class? So let's create one extension function. The syntax would be same, just we need to write the class name in which we have to add that extension function, dot the name of the function which we want to add. Here is add, and that's it. So that's it. We have created one extension function here. But normal Java rules and Kotlin rules will be applicable here. The normal OOPS rules. So the rule says if we are passing any parameter in the method, then we have to accept that parameter here also. So here we are passing this code2, which is of code type. So we have to accept it here also. Let's take it as code params of type code. And this will also return one code. As you can see, the error is gone. Add is now applicable. Now let's try to add here a logic of adding two strings here. So I'll create one code object here. In this code obj, we'll call this channel name and we'll try to insert, and in this channel name we'll try to insert the addition of this code1 and code2 channel name, so that we can add these two strings here. So that we can add these two strings and we'll get our final output as our channel name. So here we are getting code params as code2. That is, we are getting code2 channel name by this parameter here itself. So by using this code params, I can easily get this code2 channel name, which is Yash. But what about this code1? How can I get this one? To call this code1 channel name, we have one keyword as this. Now this is something which refers to the current object of any method or object. So now in this, here this will refer to code1 because code1 is calling the add method. So code1 is the current object. So that is why this will gonna refer to this code1. So we can easily call this dot channel name and we'll get this code1 dot channel name, that is this one, this string we'll getting here. Now we need to add the second one here, which is our code2, and code2 we are passing in this add method, that is in this code params. We can use this code params as here, code params dot channel name. Now by adding these two string, we are assigning it to into this one channel name. We just need to return this code obj. This will work perfectly fine. Let's try to run this code and check the output. As you can see here, we are getting this output as code with Yash. So this code with got printed because of this one, and this Yash got printed because of this, and the addition of string we have done by using this extension function. Although add function is not available in code class, but we have done this by using extension function. So that is how we can use extension function. So I hope you have learned something new in this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and share it with your friends. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye.